life we feel it's all over. The strength is gone, the dreams are broken, and there's nothing left to try for. The world says give up, but in those very moments, Shri Krishna silently walks beside us. Today's story is about an old man, a forgotten farmer who thought his time was over until Krishna reminded him. It's never too late. Listen closely. This story might awaken something in you too. In a quiet village, far from the chaos of cities, lived an old farmer named Dharmu. He was once a strong man, full of life and energy, respected across the land for his hard work. His fields used to flourish with green crops, and people came from nearby villages to learn from him. But time, like the seasons, had changed everything. Now Dharmu was old. His back was bent, his hands were weak, and his once rich land had dried up. Every day he sat beneath an old neem tree with a broken plough beside him, staring at the dry, cracked earth. He whispered to himself, "I was once someone, now I am just a shadow." The rains hadn't come in years. His children had moved to the cities. His neighbours had stopped visiting. Some said, "Kaka, your time is over, let it go." Others mocked him. Why does he still dream of farming? And slowly, Dharmu began to believe them. One evening, as the golden sun melted into the horizon, Dharmu looked up to the sky and said, "Oh Lord, why am I still here? Why do I still breathe if there's nothing left for me to do?" His voice broke, and a tear rolled down his cheek. Just then, the wind changed. The leaves rustled softly, and the air around him shimmered with peace. From that silence emerged a soft golden glow, and within it appeared a divine form. Shri Krishna, dressed in yellow, with a flute in hand and compassion in his eyes. Dharmu blinked, shocked. Are you Krishna?" he asked. Krishna smiled warmly and replied, "You called, old friend, and I always answer." The old man fell to his knees. "But why come to me? I'm too old. My life is over. I have nothing left to give." Krishna sat beside him and said, "Do you really believe that?" Dharmu nodded. "My strength is gone. My land is barren. I can't even lift a plough without falling." Krishna picked up a handful of dry soil and let it fall slowly from his hand. "This soil has seen kings and beggars, war and peace, drought and rain. But it never stops giving. It never says, 'I am too old,' because that is its dharma, to nourish, to serve, to try again." Dharmu looked into Krishna's eyes, still uncertain. Krishna then pulled out a small seed and placed it in the old man's palm. "This seed doesn't ask if the land is young or old. It just asks, 'Will you plant me?' Even a small step can create life." The next morning, something in the village changed. People saw Dharmu standing in his dry field again. He held the broken plough, his legs shaky, his arms trembling, but he was trying. A young boy ran to him and asked, "Why are you doing this, Kaka?" The old man smiled gently and said, "Because Krishna believes in me, and when God believes in you, how can you not believe in yourself?" Days passed. He worked every morning, not with speed but with faith. A few villagers joined, a woman brought him food, a boy helped fetch water. Hope like seeds began to grow, and one day clouds covered the sky. For the first time in years it rained, not heavily but enough. The land responded. Shoots of green began to rise. The harvest was not large, but it was real. The old man harvested enough food to feed a few hungry souls, and that was enough for him. The villagers cheered. They praised him. "Dharmu Kaka did it," they said. But the old man looked at the sky and whispered, "No, I didn't. He did. Krishna walked with me." Everyone will tell you it's too late. But Krishna says as long as you breathe, your purpose is alive. Victory is not just for the young. It is for those who refuse to quit. Your story isn't finished just because time has passed. It's only finished when you stop writing it. So remember, it's never too late to try again, because when Krishna is with you, even time bows to your courage. All set, bye. Let me know if you want the next full story or the same one in Hindi too. Jai Shri Krishna.